Hello Libras, how are you guys doing today? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. I am so thrilled to have you all with me here today. We are going to do a fun little tarot spread for you for this upcoming Scorpio full moon on May 18th. And that full moon is going to have to do with what needs to be released as well as transformed, right? Scorpio is all about transformation. In the tarot, they are the death card, right? Card number 13. And it doesn't speak about literal death. It talks about transformation, the cliche thing of, you know, the caterpillar to the chrysalis to the butterfly, right? It's that beautiful change, that transition, regeneration. Sometimes it's rebirth. So yeah, during this full moon, we're going to examine what needs to change in your life. What ultimately needs to die, right? What needs to die out so that you can blossom into something even greater. So for my Libra friends, this is going to be a general message. That means that not everything I say is going to resonate with all you Libras out there, and that's totally normal and totally fine. Never force anything to fit your scenario if it doesn't seem to resonate. That being said, do check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for additional messages. And if it's not your story, you can drop it like it's hot. That's what I've been saying. You never need to force something to fit your story. So, general messages, everything you need to know will be in the description box below, including the decks I am using. Zombie Tarot, which is very cool and very appropriate for the Scorpio full moon, which speaks about death, right? Death and transformation. And sexuality, right? Scorpio is a powerhouse. They rule the house of sex and sexuality, so there may be a need to come into your sexual confidence, your sexuality, or just confidence in general, right? Be that powerful sign that you are, Libra. And we just came out of your full moon, so I'm hoping that all of you will found your balance and grounded yourself. But yes, everything will be in the description box below. Check out the social media channels, and we're just gonna get started for all you Libra friends. What cards can we get for Libra during this Scorpio full moon? Now, Scorpios are water signs, right? So full moons tend to bring out, I don't want to say extreme behavior, but especially for the water signs, it's a very emotive. It's an emotional time, right? And so I think there is going to be a tinge of that for all the zodiac signs out there. And unlike Pisces and Cancer, Scorpios are the least emotive of the emotional, watery zodiac signs, right? So there's a deep well, a deep depth of emotion, right, of feeling, but it's not always expressed. So Scorpios are often seen as being very secretive, right? They don't wear their heart on their sleeve. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting dynamic with the Scorpio full moon, but we will get through it together. So for Libra, we are going to pull, oh, there we go. All right. So we will do that. So the You card, this is the me section, Libra. You have the King of Wands. All right, so this is the card of Leo. These are so great, right? We just have to appreciate the zombie tarot images on there. Could be dealing with a fire sign, but it's coming up in the You section, Libra. So let's see. Passion, the King of Passion, the King of Creativity. Can sometimes be travel of your career. I feel like there's some sort of project you're working on, Libra, that you're putting lots of effort into. And yeah, I think it's something that sparks joy. It's something that excites you. It could be, you could be working on like home repairs or something in your home. You could be building something. I do sense that it's taking a lot of your energy, Libra. It might be quite taxing and tiring, but you know that it's like a labor of love is what I'm trying to say. It's taking a lot of your time up, I think, but yeah, there's something about it. It's literally lighting a fire in you, right? King of Wands. It's something, yeah, it's keeping you going. I think you see potential in this, whatever it is. And you won't be talked out of it. Right? Leo is stubborn, fixed zodiac sign, right? So it's like you've set your mind to this, and you were hell-bent on seeing this project or this job to the end. It could just be like a fun little creative project you're doing. So you also have, okay, so you have the Death card here. Now it did come out in reverse. So not transitioning, not changing, not allowing something new. Okay, not allowing something new to grow or come in. So how I was saying you're hell-bent on seeing it through to the end, you're being stubborn. I'm just gonna say, because it's being clarified by not letting it go, not essentially not releasing it, right? I would just triple check that what you're building, all this effort and passion, again, I was getting that it's taking a lot of your time and a lot of your effort. What is the ultimate goal? Is it going to make you happy in the long term? Because typically we don't want death in reverse. Death is typically a very good card. Oh, sorry. I have this giant microphone here, so I keep hitting it. I just sort of am getting, it's like the writing's on the wall. Something is supposed to be, you know what it could be? Something is supposed to be fixed. Something needs to be changed. I said chained. I don't know why, but something needs to be changed, or especially if it is home repairs. Maybe it's like you're trying to fix something yourself and like the whole thing just needs to be taken out and removed and like replaced. And again, it's like you're hell-bent on just, nope, I got this. Like I got to do this. I just bought all the tools and the nails and there's something kind of, I don't know. I'm just getting like death is coming. It is approaching. And I don't mean that literal death, Libra. I'm laughing because I'm laughing at this dynamic. Someone is just not giving up the fight. And wands can be communication too. So this could be like an argument. You're just really hell-bent on winning or proving, but again, it's like, because this is in reverse, it just kind of seems like, but you know you're not right. Like, you know deep down, like, yeah, anyway. It's actually really funny. So anyway, that's the U section, which is not super important. We'll take that into consideration when we move on to this. What needs to be released? So you have the Chariot as well as the Eight of Wands. Okay. So the Chariot is Cancerian energy, right? It speaks about balance, internal balance. So, you know, if we are balancing our heart and our head, our dark energies, our light energies, that essentially reflects onto the outside world. So we naturally attract things that are in balance, in sync with what our desires, with our wants, with our goals, with our destination. It's a card of forward movement, right? And then you also have the Eight of Wands, which can sometimes be rapid travel, movement, communication. These are just funny cards. I'll show them to you. I'm still getting used to this deck because the pictures are a very far call from the traditional meanings, but I kind of like that too. It allows me to kind of use my intuition and put together a fun little story for you guys here. So what needs to be released? So both cards of travel, and Eight of Wands doesn't always have to be that because she's being shown on roller skates, right? There is something about moving fast, moving on. Same with the Chariot. It's like these people are trying to escape the zombie apocalypse and it's like get in that car and go, like hit the gas and go. And just going back to the U section, you're not though. You're sitting in that chair and like, again, hell-bent on figuring this thing out or finding the solution, or when it's almost like if you just release control and let the end come in naturally, let things transform the way they're supposed to. You don't want to resist the death card. And I mean, I know so many people, when you hear that, you go to the literal meaning of death. 9 times out of 10, this is not a literal death. It's again, it's transition, it's change, it's you know, the chrysalis to the butterfly, letting something beautiful emerge. You can't stop nature, right? You can't keep the caterpillar a caterpillar because it's not supposed to, right? So if this is winning the argument or fixing the dishwasher that has never worked, you know, whatever that is, it's like there's a need to see things as it really is, see things as they really are, see things as it really is. A need for movement on, movement forward, maintaining inner balance and peace and harmony. Because here's the thing, there's part of you that I do think enjoys the work, and maybe it's to prove something to yourself. Again, there could be like a tinge of arrogance to it, of, well, no, I can do this. You don't have to do it though, Libra. There's something about being able to move on from it, like greener pastures, get over the speed bump, over the hills, so that you can enjoy it again, so that you can be sort of lighthearted. It's like maybe it's running away from your problems in a sense, by not dealing with it directly, by not looking death in the face, by not staring it down and acknowledging that change, and that change meaning that beautiful butterfly, that thing that's trying to come in. It's like, yeah, it's like a nice thing that's coming in for you, Libra, but you're being resistant to change. You're not letting it in. And I am getting the sense that, like, everybody else knows it. Everybody else knows it's time to just, like, buy a new damn dishwasher. But it's like, you know, Libra and their ideas. Like, they're just, it's funny. And the thing is, Libras aren't typically very stubborn. I don't, you know, you like things balanced and just. And so, so maybe there is something to do with giving into death, with giving into this transforming. You don't see it as equal. You don't see it as balanced. Maybe you spent all this money to get these tools, and it's like, well, no, I spent the money. I'm going to use the tools to fix it. Do you know what I mean? There's something about you resisting the change, resisting the forward movement, the transformation here. So I don't even know if I need to clarify that. You could be dealing with a Cancer, again, a Leo. This is the card of Scorpio. Yeah, I'll pull one clarifier on it. What can we get for the Chariot and the Eight of Wands? There is something about pride here, about wanting to maybe be the hero, but it's to your own demise. It's like there's something about the universe is like, release that need to prove your own strength, to prove your right, to, I don't know, something about money here. It's funny, no pentacles have shown up, but I'm just getting it. It's like, well, I did this, so this should come from it. And that's just not the case here. It's not the typical balancing of the scales that you like, Libra. So Four of Pentacles, okay, so a nice even number there, right? The Four of Pentacles can talk about holding on to things too tightly for your own demise. There's a need to release and let go. If this does have to do with money, to take a little bit of a risk, because money will come in once you release that grip so tightly, when you're not counting every cent in your bank account and worrying about where that extra $2 went. It's like you're a control freak about this, and you just need to, like, let it go, Libra. It's time to move on. What is the expression? Cut your losses. I was going to say count your losses. Cut your losses. And yeah, there's a need to move on. You have Seven of Swords here. So this is air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I don't necessarily know if this is a relationship. I guess it could be for a few of you out there. You know, if it resonates, great. Here's the thing with the Seven of Swords, it's sometimes like the liar, cheater, thief card. I'm not getting that from this dynamic, because in that card, it's like someone is holding on to all these swords and they're kind of sneaking away. She's not. She's out in the open here and her arms are spread. It's like freedom, free bird. There's this liberation, this liberty, this justice, if you will. Once you move on, yeah, it's like the light starts to shine again, that moon there. Something about using your intuition of knowing when to cut your losses, when enough is enough. When enough is enough. Yeah, it's like when you just release and let go, when you're able to move on and you're not holding on to these pentacles or holding on to these swords, you're out in the open, walking away from this thing that I think it's been a pain in the ass, Libra. I think for a lot of you, and maybe you're lying to yourself and that, no, I enjoy this. It's as I was saying, labor of love. It's a passion project. Maybe for some of you, but I don't know. The more I'm looking at these cards, it's tools, right? It's machinery. It's bone, right? Maybe you're literally worked to the bone. Don't you want to be this woman in the flowy dress walking down the staircase, just like, freedom. It's like a shampoo commercial where you just kind of roll your hair back, right? Yeah, Four of Pentacles is the miser, holding on to things too tightly. There's a need to move on, and that is said in both of these cards. It's forward movement, rapid forward movement, right? With the Eight of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. So that's what needs to be released, this not moving on. You have three cards that are just like, go, go. But then, but you're not. You're stuck in this little frame. you're not seeing the signs, you're not using your intuition. The moon is ginormous, but you're ignoring it. Like it's out the window whispering secrets about, let it go, Libra, let it go, like move on, and you're being a little stubborn. Anyway, all right, so your advice or guidance is 9 of Swords. Libra, this cannot be any clearer. This is the fastest knight in the deck. He goes. Fastest knight in the deck. Gemini energy. He's going to get on this like tank, or I don't even know what these are called. But he's this army guy, right? He's going to hop in this tank or this, I don't know, vehicle. And he's going to go and fight some zombies because that's what he's told to do. His mind tells him, like, cut your losses. Enough is enough. And he literally cut his losses. See how there's blood on this sword? There's bloodshed, right? And, you know, jokingly, I'm saying, like, you've put your blood, sweat, and tears into this. Good job, Libra. You can release it and let go. Even if it didn't turn out the way you thought it would, if, you know, the end result wasn't as great as you thought, or you wanted to fix this thing a different way and you just couldn't, embrace it. Welcome death with open arms. That's what she's doing here. Welcome the change. Welcome the new idea. Welcome the transformation. Release this idea of not wanting to move on, of being stuck, of not going after better things. Movement. I can't say it any other way. The Knight of Swords. Fast movement. And it has to do with the mind, making up the decision to do it. It's not about what your heart tells you. It's not about the tangible work of what's in front of you. It's about your mind knowing, cut your losses. Enough is enough. It's logic, right? Okay? Yeah, I don't even need to clarify. Literally, almost all your cards are saying, move on, Libra. So if you're not making progress on this, that is absolutely what needs to be released and transformed during the Scorpio full moon. So please do like, share, subscribe if that was helpful to you, if you want to see more. I am going to pull an oracle card for you guys, but I'm mixing this up. I'm going to pull these oracle cards and then we're going to talk about them over on Instagram. So I'm trying to drive some traffic over there. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Instagram and Facebook, which is totally free social media platforms. If you're into that, great. If not, I hope this was enough. And in that case, I will see you guys probably in a week or so. I'm going to do a couple more quick spreads on love, career, and finance. But I will finish off with one oracle card. And let's see, you, Libra, got Owl. All right. Very cool card there. So join me over on Instagram. We'll talk more about this card. And otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in, Libra. I will see you guys next time. And yeah, love you much. Bye.